everyone, welcome back. I'm Tracy, your host for this week's intuitive vlog on Christmas. So if that's what you're here for, please stay tuned. I'll go get my spirit guide and consciously channel him for his part of the vlog. But for now, I always like to give my perspective on the subject if I have one. And touch back also on the previous one. So our previous vlog was our December 2013 monthly reading. So if you haven't had a chance, please have a listen to that. And I think it was a hey, you know what? Take care of yourself during this holiday season. It's more than just parties and celebrating and buying stuff. It's actually what this vlog is for, right? We're gonna tell you what our perspective or perception of what Christmas is, or as you could say, a perspective, a perception of what Christmas is. So have a listen back on that. I'll put it either in the description box down below, or I'll embed it somewhere in this video. So watch. And the other thing I wanted to mention was at the end of this video, at the end of this episode, I'm going to mention a giveaway for you. So listen up at the end and you'll find out what it is. All right, so Christmas. So it's many things, and in various countries it takes on different tones, and I'm certainly not a know-it-all, so I couldn't tell you about it all. I know there's Saint Nick. I know there's Saint Nick, Santa Claus, Nick Klaus, Father Claus. Oh God, I'm making a complete disaster of this, but I must persist and go on. There's Small Christmas. I think that's the Ukraine, right? So there's so many aspects to Christmas, but for me, the big one for me, and where the birth of Christmas came from, is from a birth. And it is from the birth of Jesus Christ. So this is my nativity set that I can play with, right? So here he is. Here's the big guy. So he wasn't very, very big, but he caused a big stink coming into the world. And we can't forget Santa Maria for carrying him, right? And Joseph, the wonderful father, adopted father, I guess you could say, here on earth, for helping as well and being a descendant of David. So for me, that's what Christmas is. When I talk about living your life with purpose and on purpose, it's the same thing with Christmas, because Christmas can leave a sting. It can leave people feeling down, people feeling cheated out, because there's so much surrounding it, right? That we have to do this, we have to be this, I must get this, I must give you that, we have to go here, I have to look like this. And so if you bring it back to its roots, I think you'll find your purpose in Christmas. And with the three wise men, right, came where giving comes from, and giving of gifts. So if you take it back to that, then I think you'll enjoy your Christmas more. But it's also now for those people who are not Christian. And sorry, my video camera stopped. So I was saying that although it has its roots in Christianity in North America and UK and various places all over the world, I'm sure I have no idea its vastness. It's also turned into this holiday of giving and receiving and celebrating and buying, right? Lots of buying, lots of Santa Claus. And so those people who are new immigrants to the country or new to the holiday, they learn to celebrate it, right? And so it's become that aspect as well, where the giving comes in from the three wise men. So if you didn't know that, now you know. You just got to watch it, because sometimes it becomes a bit of a monster, right? It's too much, and people burn out a lot during the holidays, and then there's that huge letdown come January, February, right? Like it's all over. So that's what our December monthly reading was about, and taking care of yourself. And And, you know, just taking it easy. Take it back to what it really is all about. Don't burn yourself out. It's not worth it. I know I have experience in that. Okay, so that's my portion of the vlog. Let's go get Whitehawk and see what he has to say about Christmas. But I just want to note too, like, that's my perspective, right? That's my perception. It doesn't necessarily mean that's how it is for you. But a vlog is a vlog is a vlog. Okay, let's go get Whitehawk. Indeed, he says. A vlog is a vlog is a vlog, he says. Indeed. Is it not to spew forth one's opinions and perspectives, he says, as to the topic or the subject at hand? And I'm, shaking my head, yes. He goes, well then, do not be afraid to state one's opinion, he says. I'm like, okay, noted. Thank you, Whitehawk. He says, Christmas. Christmas has grown to be more than the sleight of hand that we have learned, he says. We have learned for it to be gift giving, and more gift giving, and giving, and giving, and giving, and giving, and giving, and giving, he says, until there is nothing left in us to give. And when he's saying that, I have this visual of someone like trying to wring a cloth out, but there's nothing left in that cloth, right? Like there's nothing left to give. He says, indeed. He says that is the atrocious side of Christmas. That is the negative side of Christmas, he says. The aspect of where we give so much that we have nothing left to give. And that indeed, that there is an expectation. So we, me and you, he says, need to change it. Need to bring it back to a more natural state, to a more calm state, to a more peaceful state, he says, and joyfulness in abundance will return. And so people, it's like this mad mob, right, like this, have come out, and there's a bunch of them, they're like, well, what do you mean? Like, how do we bring it back to get peace and joyfulness from it? Like, oh, these are mad shoppers, And he says, I will tell you, and many of you will not like what I have to say, he says, but you need to hear it. For many of you, you need to stop giving and giving and giving and giving until there is nothing left of you to give. For others, you need to start receiving. He says, for others who receive, he says, or as this one here likes to call takers. Take without giving, he says, what do you think you need to do? You need to start giving. And those who give need to start receiving. He says, there needs to be boundaries set up. He says, for it is a monster and it is out of control. And it needs to be brought back to its foundation, to its lowest common denominator. Yes, indeed, children, listen. Take that in, he says. And then you will be able to step back and say, yes, he is right. I need to stop giving and start receiving, and you need to start receiving and give. And with that exchange, he says, you will find love, you will find peace, you will find abundance. But most off, he says, you will find the meaning of Christmas in your heart again. And indeed, he says, it does go back to the roots of baby Jesus, he says. And if you can take from that story, he says, and learn about the abundance, about the small abundance, he says, that came from these 3 wise men, he says, who came so far to see this star be born, he says. If you can take it back to the smallest roots of that, he says, the gifts were simply to say, hey, welcome. It is your day. Welcome. And we look forward and take pleasure in your life with us here upon earth. God bless. You will do well. You will do much on this earth here today. If you can take it back to its roots. And so everybody's kind of ingesting that. And there's some, like, I feel my heart was sort of just really palpitating, almost like there's a panic in there. And he says, indeed, there is a panic in there, because he says people do not know what to do with that. He says people do not know how to take it back to its lowest common denominator. For we have turned into such a monster of society, such a self-centered society. There are the givers and there are takers, he says, and there's not much in between, he says. So I'm asking you to create a balance between the two of you, he says. Those who give, receive a bit, and those who take all the time, give. You will find your abundance there, he says. And so there's these people going, well, I don't know if I'm a giver or I'm a freaking taker. They're like, I don't know, you're confusing me. He says, children, you know, in your heart of hearts, you know. Don't ask me, he says, for you know. Now go, children. And he's like scooting us out, because like we have so many questions, and then this has caused such an uprising, such an uproar, and he's like, go, children. You know it is the right answer. You know it is the best answer. You'll find joy and peace and abundance there. God bless, he says, on this holiday season. As he says, you pursue new avenues of giving and taking. God bless. God bless, children. God bless. Thank you, Whitehawk. Thank you. Well, that is our intuitive log on Christmas, like it or not. I'm not going to change it. Comment, let us know what you think of that. And on Mondays, Monday, so I've changed it. It happened on Sunday. Did you see it? Boom, the weekly reading was there on Sunday. Let me know if you preferred on Sunday or Monday. So join me on Sunday, and normally it's latest will be Monday. But we have Sundays down, so that's what we're going to do. And I mentioned at the end of this vlog, I was going to mention a giveaway. So here's the giveaway. Get your friends, get your families. You tell a friend and they'll tell 2 friends, and so on and so forth. So from now until, throughout the whole holiday season, so for me, the children go back January 6th. So from now, and today is, what is today, guys? It is December 5th. So from December 5th to January 6th, I'm going to give away 2 free readings. So these are personal readings. And so you ask, well, how are you going to do that? And I'm going to do it through a YouTube video. And it's going to be private, so nobody else can see it. And I'll send it to you either through your YouTube channel, or you can send me in my inbox your email, and I'll send it to you. To your email, and that's how it happens. So did I say 2 15-minute? I can't remember now. 10 to 15 minutes. So it's like one question you'll get to ask, and there's a whole heck of a lot of information that can come from Whitehawk, because it's not going to be from me, right? The vlogs, I put my perspective in there, but with a reading, it's all Whitehawk. So you'll get 10 to 15 minutes of Whitehawk all to yourself. And so you're asking, well, how do I do that? You have to be a subscriber. So for those who have subscribed, welcome, you're already here. And for those who haven't subscribed, it is free. And you have to like or comment. And so for those people who are going to subscribe, in order to like or comment, you have to have a YouTube account. It's as easy as Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever other social media you're on. And it's really not bothersome at all. YouTube's not bothersome at all. So again, you have to be a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And you have to like or you have to comment on the videos from December 5th to January 6th. And I will announce the winner in the vlog on whatever the Thursday vlog is in January. So that would be 6th, 7th, so about the 8th or 9th, the Thursday that vlog is. So I'm sorry if it's not like perfect here. So I'll announce the winner then, and then we can go on and set up when you'll get your reading. Exciting stuff. Okay, so we'll see you on Monday, and I can't wait to hear your comments and see your thumbs up and see the new subscribers. God bless. I'm Tracy for a Chandler's Channel.